So we're diving into a stack of reports all centered on this coming Friday, January 30. And honestly, the big theme here is it's the spectacular failure of damage control.
It really is. It's this collision of romantic catastrophes and professional betrayals.
Exactly. But the common thread is what's so fascinating. You have everyone trying to act as a gatekeeper for their own little narrative, and everyone is failing just miserably.
It's a perfect study in unintended consequences, you know. They're all convinced they can curate reality, whether it's Ivy or Steffi or even Eric.
But the sources suggest they're all just, pouring gasoline on fires that are already burning?
That's the perfect way to put it.
Okay, let's start with Ivy Forrester. The shift in her demeanor is it's jumping off the page.
Oh, absolutely. This isn't just Ivy being assertive anymore.
No, it's a total personality pivot. One source actually called her a brooch-loving bulldozer.
And that phrasing has to be deliberate.
It feels like a very pointed callback.
It's a direct invocation of the matriarch, Stephanie Forrester. And that comparison is, well, it's heavy. It implies Ivy isn't just meddling. She's trying to fill a power vacuum.
She's stepping into that enforcer role.
Exactly. The person who believes the ends justify the means. And her current mission, it's getting Dylan out of Will's guest room.
Not just the guest room. Out of LA entirely, it's an ultimatum.
But the motivation is key, right? She's not just doing it for sport. She saw that way too close moment between Will and Dylan in San Francisco.
So in her head, she's actually saving Elektra's relationship.
She 100% sees herself as the protector. But the analysis points to a huge strategic error here.
How so?
She's using brute force on a really delicate situation. The sources are clear. If she pushes Dylan out, Will is going to be furious.
Right, and he's likely to step in and stop Dylan from leaving.
Which completely undermines her authority. Then you get this domino effect.
Because if she tells Elektra why she did it, about what she saw,
Elektra might actually side with Ivy. And suddenly you have a massive wedge driven right between Elektra and Will.
Leaving the door wide open for RJ Forrester. He's just waiting in the wings to swoop in and be the comforting alternative.
Ivy's attempt to secure a relationship might be the very thing that hands it to someone else.
Wow. Okay, so while Ivy is trying to enforce order, Steffi seems to be just drowning in chaos.
Oh, she is. The situation with Taylor and Deacon is escalating, and Steffi is in full-blown panic mode.
And she should be. This isn't just a fling anymore, is it?
The sources describe a special moment between them. Taylor isn't cutting ties. She's doubling down. For Steffi, this is a nightmare because of one person, Sheila.
It's the ultimate irony, isn't it? Steffi is scrambling to keep this secret, but right now Sheila is completely oblivious.
Yeah, the reports say she's literally singing, "For Taylor's a jolly good fellow." She has no idea.
But that won't last.
Not a chance. That oblivion is temporary. Sheila has, like, a predator's instinct for secrets. You cannot hide a bond like this from her.
She'll sense it.
She will sense it. And once Sheila starts snooping, Steffi's whole containment strategy just evaporates. We're looking at a disastrous outcome.
So we have personal betrayals, but let's not ignore the boardroom. Eric Forrester is playing a pretty dangerous game of his own.
This one is quieter, but it might be the most significant betrayal of all.
He's designing for Katie Logan, secretly.
Which, in the Forrester world, is basically sleeping with the enemy. And he's hiding it from Ridge and Brooke, specifically.
That just reignites the whole Logan versus Forrester creations war.
But this time, the betrayal comes from the top. Eric is usually the peacemaker, you know, the stabilizer.
And for him to be the one hiding things, it suggests the company's stability is just as fragile as these relationships.
The sources agree. Eric is doomed to drama here. When this gets out, and it always gets out, the sense of betrayal from Ridge is going to be profound.
It really highlights the strange paradox in their whole circle. You have Ivy trying to force Dylan out, Steffi hiding her mom's actions.
And Eric hiding his designs.
Yeah.
They all think they're protecting the peace.
And that's maybe the most provocative thought to leave you with. Every single one of them is taking these drastic measures to prevent a conflict.
But what the data suggests is that these protective measures are actually accelerants. But trying to control the narrative so tightly, they're guaranteeing that when the truth finally comes out, the explosion is going to be twice as big.
Sometimes the cover-up really is worse than the crime. That's all the time we have for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.